Some betrayals don't come from strangers. They come from the people standing in your living room.
Ethan Harrison believed his life was perfect. 15 years of marriage, a stellar career, a beautiful home in Westchester. He had sacrificed everything to build it, 80-hour work weeks, missed weekends, all for his family. But some storms strike without warning. One Tuesday, he came home early to celebrate a huge deal, champagne in hand. Instead, he walked into a nightmare. A strange Audi was in his garage. Inside, his wife, Rebecca, was rigid and cold. His 19-year-old stepdaughter, Megan, sat beside a man in a suit, her therapist, a man Ethan had never even heard of. As the therapist left, Rebecca delivered the first blow. "You've made Megan uncomfortable. She's afraid to be alone with you." Then came Megan's lies, perfectly rehearsed. "You come into my room without knocking. You touch me in the kitchen. You told me I was more beautiful than Mom. You tried to kiss me." Each accusation was a dagger. None of it was true. But Rebecca didn't need proof. She just needed a tearful victim. Her voice turned to steel. "Pack a bag and leave. Or I will call the police." 15 years of his life gone in an instant. The front door closed behind him with the finality of a tomb. In a sterile Marriott hotel room, shock hardened into resolve. Ethan understood he'd been ambushed. It was time to fight back. He found Patricia Clark, a divorce attorney with the instincts of a predator. She listened to his story and said, "I've seen this before. False accusations as leverage. Disgusting, but not unbeatable." Her plan was brutal and elegant. Freeze their joint accounts. Secure his personal assets. Document every penny he'd ever spent on them. Then file for exclusive control of the home. Patricia didn't deal in emotions. She dealt in consequences. "Your wife used a lie to remove you," she said. "We will use the truth to remove every advantage she thinks she has." Weeks turned into months. While Ethan's career thrived, Rebecca's world crumbled. Her salon was failing, suppliers were demanding payment, and her credit cards were declined. Megan's college was threatening to expel her for unpaid tuition. Finally, Rebecca texted, "We need to talk." At a cafe, she looked smaller, frightened. "Everything is falling apart," she whispered. "The salon, the house, Megan's tuition." "Ethan, please, be reasonable." He looked at her, unmoved. "What you want," he said softly, "is the lifestyle I funded without the husband you tried to destroy." His terms were simple. Megan had to admit the lie, and Rebecca had to acknowledge her betrayal with a public apology. She stared into her coffee. "I can't," she whispered. "She's my daughter, and I was your husband," Ethan replied, standing up. "Tell Megan to apply for student loans." The divorce became a war. Patricia was relentless. She subpoenaed salon records, exposing financial chaos. She put Megan on the stand, where her story collapsed under the weight of its own contradictions. Rebecca's attorney tried to paint Ethan as vengeful. "Isn't it true you're punishing your wife financially?" Ethan's answer was cold and clear. "I am refusing to fund the lifestyle of the people who tried to destroy me." The salon went bankrupt. The house went on the market. Megan dropped out of college. Rebecca was drowning in debt. Ethan didn't celebrate their downfall, but he felt no pity. Every consequence they faced was born from a single calculated lie. A lie that was meant to ruin him, but in the end, only ruined them. When the truth finally takes the stand, lies have nowhere left to hide. Thank you for watching. If this story resonated with you, please like, share, and subscribe for more content. We'll see you in the next video.